In this week's retro pop culture news, a short circuit reboot is in the works, which is planned to follow the same storyline as the original 1986 movie. Also, it looks like Screech might actually be coming to the new Saved by the Bell show after all. And there's a new Fresh Prince of Bel-Air reunion that's coming that looks really great. And we have a lot more news to talk about, so don't turn that dial. What up to my peoples, and welcome to Retro Crunch, your number one source for retro pop culture and news. There are tons of really fun robot movies that came out in the 80s like RoboCop, Terminator, Chopping Mall, Heartbeeps. Okay, you probably never heard of that one. But still, trust me, robots were a huge thing in the 80s. And then we got Short Circuit. Johnny Five, he was awesome. Any kid of the 80s would love to have him for a robot friend. Or maybe this guy. Anyways, it's been announced by Spyglass Media that there is a new Short Circuit movie that is in the works. First off, it's being reported that there's going to be a Latin twist on this reboot. So to me, it sounds like there's maybe going to be like some Latin actors, or this might be taking place in, somewhere in Latin America or something along those lines. The other thing that was mentioned is that it will have all original characters, so don't expect to see Ali Sheedy or Steve Guttenberg as the leads, although it would be cool if we get to see them as cameos. You never know.
Attractive. Nice software.
Boy, you sure don't talk like a machine.
Now, for me personally, I would love to see like maybe Michael Pena and Eva Mendes. That would probably be my dream cast if they do end up doing a Latin type reboot. But more importantly, we need to see what Johnny Five is going to look like. Is he going to look something like the one from the original movies? Or are they going to go off and Michael Bay this? I have no idea. The other thing that's really important is what's he going to sound like? Now, the iconic sound that we got from the one from the original, it was great. Loved him. To me, I believe that's going to be a very important factor if they're going to capture new audiences, but also at the same time, keep the interest of those that really love the original franchise from the 80s. That's really all the news that we have on this yet, so we don't really know the storyline or what the release date is going to be, but if I find out more, I'll let y'all know. Then next up, there was a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air reunion that happened just a couple of weeks ago that I really enjoyed. But we actually have a new Fresh Prince of Bel-Air reunion that I think is going to be even better. And this one is going to be for the 30th anniversary of the TV show. It's going to be debuting on November 19th on HBO Max. And it looks like most of the original cast is going to be coming back for this reunion. And then let's get dangerous for just a second. After making his most triumphant return on the new DuckTales, Drake Mallard, he's going to be getting his very own Darkwing Duck series on Disney+. The Darkwing Duck series is going to be following that same version of the character that we met on DuckTales, and it's going to further expand that part of the new Duckiverse on Disney+. Now, we don't know when this is going to premiere yet, but at least we know it's coming out. And you Saved by the Bell fans are probably going to really enjoy this news. It looks like Tracy Wigfield, who is the showrunner for the new show, she's not rolling out bringing back Screech sometime in the future. While she did say that he's not going to be in any of the 10 episodes in this first season, she did have this to say. We talk about Screech's character, and there are little Easter eggs throughout the show of what he's doing now, and you can find some if you look for them. In this season, he wasn't tied to any of the new characters or anything, but that's not to say it's not open for the future, not knowing what stories will be or anything for a cameo maybe. So we just might actually be getting a Screech after all. Well, as long as the new Saved by the Bell series doesn't bomb like Violet and Bickerstaff did in the 90210 reboot. Is that too soon? Hey, she might be in the new Saved by the Bell show. And then in some other news, the popular 1980s puppet toy line Boglins, they're going to be making a comeback on Kickstarter. And Lego is releasing a really cool new deluxe size Ecto-1, and this huge 2,000 piece set will really get you ready for the 2021 release of Ghostbusters Afterlife. Then, not to be outdone, Hasbro has announced that they have an updated version of their Transformers and Ghostbusters crossover Ecto-1, and this one I'm definitely picking up. Finally, if you're into retro news and nostalgia stuff from back in the day, I'll see you in the next video right over there. I'll catch you on the flip side, and remember, if it ain't retro, it ain't worth watching.